Hello everyone and welcome to my first episode of my Football Manager journey with Darlington. I am playing the 2018 version, yes I know, because I am a poor man, but also it's a game I've not really played too much, but I do love my Football Manager, so that's the reason why we're playing the 2018 version. And I've been playing this game just by myself, just casually, leisurely, enjoying playing this game. And I've started this save a while back, and I've worked my way through the first season at the moment. And I've got to the stage on this save now where I felt like I wanted to share the last part of this season with you guys, so you can actually enjoy and see what I've been up to with this team. So if we go to the league table, as you can see, the season has more or less finished for the teams that aren't involved in the playoffs. And as you can quite clearly see, my team, Darlington, we are sat in third position, very much in the playoff mix at the moment. We are awaiting our fate to see who we're going to be playing against, whether it's Blythe Spartans or Chorley. That match, I believe, will be concluded this day on the game. Trying to think of a way to describe it there. So we do have a lot to play for, especially with our charge up the leagues, as we are looking for promotion out of the Vanarama National League North. But, and I say but, we have been struggling a little bit with our form. So if I show you the form table at the moment, from February all the way up until I'd probably say the end of March. So the end of February all the way to the end of March, we had a good run in. As you can see there, we picked up 4 wins, conceding the odd goal here and there, but there were victories nonetheless. And then we started to draw some games. 3 games there, one against Telford, Southport, Spennymoor Town. And then the turning point for us is when we played Boston, who were top of the league, and we lost 2-1. And since then, our form has struggled. It's taken a bit of a nosedive. We did manage to pick up a win against Nuneaton, but we finished the season losing against Stockport. A late, very, very late, a 96th minute goal, which condemned us to a defeat, and that was a very disappointing game as well against FC United, where we lost quite heavily 4-0. So as you can see, our form is very poor going into the playoffs. So if we go have a quick look at the player stats, so you are familiar with some of the players we actually have in our team. Our top goal scorer is Connor Finlayson. He is a loanee from Fleetwood Town, and he has been very prolific for us up front, scoring 23 goals in 37 appearances. He has been very instrumental up front for us and a very influential player, especially when we needed to partner Rhys Steich up front, who has been our other consistent performer with an average rating of about 7.34. He too has been chipping in the goals for us this season, scoring 20 in 25 appearances. This guy, whenever we've had him in the team, we've very rarely lost. He has been a heavily influential player in the run-in for our charge for automatic promotion, which got halted when we lost against Boston. But he did pick up an injury, which he was out for a lengthy period of time, so currently he's getting back to match fitness, but I'm wondering if it's going to be a little too late with the playoffs just being round the corner. He is not quite up to full match fitness, and I'm a little bit worried that he's not going to have enough game time to get back to his natural match sharpness. The most assists goes to Josh Giles, who is one of our wingers, I believe. We've been playing him he can play as attacking midfielder, but I've been predominantly playing him on the right side of midfield, sometimes on the left, depending where we need him. And he has been another player that has been very influential, obviously chipping in, contributing towards 19 assists and picking up various man of the matches as well. And then there's some other players in the team as well that we've got. but we're not going to look too much into them just yet. Depending how well this video goes, this first episode, if I get a good reaction from putting out this video, I'll put out some more episodes following on, and then I'll be able to go through all this team and the players that we have, which probably seems a bit pointless now. We're getting towards the back end of this season now, because there'll be players who are out of contract, and there'll be other players that I will be looking to move on as I'm looking to build on for the next season. So initially we weren't tipped to finish in the playoffs or hover around the automatic promotion spots, so for us to get into the playoffs is a bonus. So I'm not too particularly worried if we do not go up via the playoffs this season. It will then give me a chance to build a team from players that I want, that'll fit my style of play, so that then we can mount a serious charge for promotion the next season. Finances, surprisingly, for a team that's playing in the 6th tier of the pyramid of English football, the 2nd tier of the non-league, to be more precise as well, we have an overall balance of £474,000, and as you can see, it has been steadily rising throughout the whole season until we've more or less got about £500,000 in the bank. We've been consistently finishing in profit each month, so there's not that often. There's probably that little stint there where we recorded a financial loss for the month, but relatively we've been in profit pretty much every single month, which shows that the club does have its finances in order, which is a very pleasing thing, despite the fact also that we are currently spending a little bit over our wage budget. Well, when I say a little bit, it's about £700 over our wage budget per week, which will be sorted out when we get into the new season. So we're going to press on a little bit now, going forward in time, to see who we are going to be playing between Blythe Spartans and Chorley Town, so that we can actually prepare ready for our first playoff semi-final, our first step towards getting into the next league, which I'm not bothered about. If we do, we don't, we don't. But anyway, we're going to fast forward a little bit in time now, and I will be back with you as soon as we know who we are going to be playing against in the playoff semi-finals. So it has been decided Darlington will be playing Chorley in the Vanarama North semi-final playoff. Because we finished in a higher league position, we do get home advantage, which is going to play a significant part if we're going to have any chance of going up, even though I am not that optimistic about our chances because of our form recently. We have been struggling. So we're just going to quickly fast forward the days until we get to our first until we get to that match. So I'm going to fast forward time again a little bit more so that we can go straight into the game and hopefully, fingers crossed, come out with a victory. Okay, so here's our formation for the match against Chorley. We are going to be playing in front of a sellout crowd at Blackwell Meadows. 3,000 people will be attending this match, which throughout most of the season we've been averaging just over 2,000 people. So for us to actually fill the ground for an important game such as this is a wonderful thing in many ways indeed. So the formation that I've set out for us to hopefully achieve a victory in front of the vast majority of Darlington fans is a 4-5-1 formation, where I will be looking to try and hopefully play some attacking flexible football whilst retaining possession and having control in the centre of midfield. So going through the team, starting in goal, we have Talbot with a back line of O'Halloran, Brown, Collins and Mars at right back. As an inverted forward, we're going to have Catton, central midfielder of Holmes, a Turnbull is going to be playing a deep line playmaker, with a ball-winning midfielder of Sayers and Giles playing on the opposite side of the wing as an inverted winger. And up front we have Finlayson, who is going to be our target man. He's going to be an advanced forward, but we're going to try and use him as a target man as well. So you're actually going to change that, actually. We'll put him as a target man. So he's going to be the guy who's hopefully going to be getting us the goals. And on the bench today we have Callum Preston as our backup goalkeeper, with Chris Hunter as a central defender, Zain Hakim, who can play on the wing, either left or right, so he'll be an option for us if Giles or Catton are having a bad day. Reece Deitch, he can come on just to give him a bit of game time if Finlayson's struggling up front, or if we need extra options going forward. And Kieran Price, who's a left back if we need to change anything at defence, and he can also play centre back as well. So let's get into the game and see what happens, and hopefully we're not going to be embarrassed. As long as we play well, even if we lose, as long as we give a good performance, I'm happy, because we're not expected to go up this season, so for us to be in the playoffs to begin with is a bonus. So that is pretty much our line up there. It's like kind of like a smiley face there, isn't it? So we'll give our team talk, send them out onto the pitch, and hopefully they'll be able to deliver the result. So assertively, come on lads, show me what we can do. You deserve to be in the final, I expect you to make it happen. I think that'll put them under too much pressure. Yeah, come on lads, show me what you can do. And then we'll passionately say, I think there's more than what you can take, just to give them a little bit of injection of confidence. So we'll spread that throughout the whole team there. End the team talk and let's get into the game. Okay, fingers crossed guys. Look at that, packed out stadium. That is glorious. Hopefully if we do manage to go up next season we'll be able to fill our ground. Well, that's a good start, isn't it? Pass it out to the wing and nobody's there. Send it out for a throw in. We are doing well. Really fills me with confidence, but that just pretty much sums up our form, how it's been lately. In the last 4 games, we're only picking up 1 win and 3 defeats. That is not a good statistic. And surely have a corner, which I've got a funny feeling they may score from. Yeah, I knew it. It was written in the cards. And to be fair, that was a good goal. But the defending was absolutely shocking. We managed to clear out the ball, but where was the closing down there? Oh, he just let his man run round him, and that was a good strike, to be fair. There was not a lot our goalkeeper could do. But it's early days, we're only 5 minutes into the match, so I think we're going to probably need to give them a little bit of coming forward there. Yeah, we're going to need to give them a little bit of a pump of adrenaline in the arm there. Oh, that's a good save by Talbot. Well done. So let's try and get them psyched up now. Show some passion, yes. We want to see some more passion fruit. Get all fruity out up there. Show us the passion fruit. We love passion fruit, so come on guys. At least show that you're wanting to win this game, or at least you're bothered. I've got 2 yellow cards. Oh dear, that's not good, isn't it? So yeah, as I was saying, hopefully if this episode is a success with you guys, we'll look at continuing this series, possibly start in whether or not, depending on what happens in this game, if we somehow manage to win this game and progress on, maybe the next episode I'll show the playoff final, and then we'll start with the next season, depending on what division we're playing in as well, so that we can start fresh with a new team, a new season, with some new tactics, and hopefully we'll be able to either blitz this league next season or be able to stay up in the Vanarama National League. At the moment, like I say, it's just a bit too early until we actually know our own fate in this game. Ooh, that's a good ball. Straight through to Finlayson. What can he do? Oh, he misses. Early on in the season, he'd be tucking them away with his eyes closed. I think perhaps the pressure is starting to get to these guys, and there is a little bit of tiredness creeping in as well, especially the fact that we are respectively a part-time football club with semi-professional footballers. So inevitably, when you're playing these amount of games, even though we only play 42 games in the season, but if you have a lot of the players that are regularly playing in the squad consistently week in, week out, there are going to be tired legs, and players who are ready for putting their feet up and slipping the sandals on and going on the holiday at the seaside with a bucket and spade. But I have tried through the season to try and rotate the squad. That's a beautiful ball, and what a finish by Connor Finlayson. He has only drawn us level with Chorley. It is Darlington 1, Chorley 1. And look at this for a ball. That was just beautiful from Catton. A beautiful chip over the top. Lays it on a plate for Finlayson. He beats the offside trap and buries it in the bottom left-hand corner. Game on. Ding, ding. Right. Worryingly, we are starting to pick up a few yellow cards. Catton's playing really well. Benham's his average is picking up, but David Sears, he's having a bit of a rubbish game. But let's see what we can do with the corner. Oh, Brown. He hits it into the side netting. That goal has jeered us on now. I mean, if you look at the stats now, the shots are pretty much even. We've taken the lead actually now on the shots, and we've had one shot on target and scored. But that goal has really lifted the whole team now, and we're psyched up, ready for this game. That's what we needed. We needed Finlayson to score us that goal, although I'm probably going to have to keep an eye on a few of these players that are on yellow cards. We definitely do not want to go down to 10 men, even though I don't think we've actually got anyone else who can play in central midfield. That is a worry. And Says chips the ball over the top to nobody, and it goes back to the keeper. Oh, and the keeper's made a hash of that. And Josh Giles tucks away the mistake. It is now 2-1 to Darlington, and I was not expecting that. As you can see, Sears, he plays the ball over the top. Jordan, the defender, passes it back to the goalkeeper, who has a bad first touch, and Giles just buries it into the back of the net, says thank you very much, I will tuck that away into the back of the net, and I'll take my team 2-1 up. Though momentum has shifted, it is very, very much with Darlington, although Chorley do have the ball now, and they play the ball forward to Metz. They really need to close him down. Well defended, and Mars clears the ball and lobs it up front towards Finlayson. And the replay finishes. Whew. I must say, as this half draws, I can't even say my words now. What the hell am I saying? As the first half draws to a close, we are certainly back in this game now. If you look at the possession as well, 53% to 47. That was the reason why I wanted us to control the midfield, and I sacrificed playing a extra striker up front. Or originally the formation had it from our assistant manager, we would play 3-4-3, and I knew straight away, because we were struggling for form, that would be the wrong tactic to play. If we were scoring freely and we were solid at the back, then yes, I probably would have gone attacking minded as that, but I wanted to be a little bit more conservative. So let's have a look at the tactics and see what we can actually do. Catton's having a really good game though, so I don't really want to be taking him off. Sears is having a good game. Holmes is struggling a little bit though, so I feel we need to do something. We need to take one of these guys off, because 3 of our 5 midfielders are on a yellow card, so I'm going to have to switch them there. Catton can't really play there though, can he? Oh. don't want to play him out of position. And Hakeem can't really play there. Would he play actually behind Finlayson? He can't now. Oh, this is problematic. Actually, because Catton's having a good game, got a funny feeling. No, he can't. Can he play on this side? Can we switch them? That works. Hakeem can play on the right hand side. He'll be an inverted winger. Giles can play behind Finlayson as an attacking midfielder. Should we play him as a shadow striker? No, we'll play him as an advanced playmaker. He can go on attack. And we'll go to team talk now. I think that's probably the best that we can actually hope for. So let's passion fruit our team up again and show them a little bit of encouragement. So I'm pleased with how things are going. Let's keep it up. And let's get into the second half. Fingers crossed we can keep hold of this lead and either add another goal or at least try and maintain possession and try and see out this game with a victory. Although Chorley are coming at us now, which I'm hoping, because I've taken that man out of the central midfield and moved him forward, it's not going to come back to bite us. So I'm just going to have to keep an eye on the possession and just see what's happening. But while the clock is ticking, I am perfectly happy with how things are going. So Collins has collected the ball from the back and it is spread to the left hand side of the defence, and we're knocking it around nicely at the moment. The ball's fed through to Hakeem, who crosses it over to Catton, who loops it over, but it goes to nobody, and Chorley managed to clear the ball only as far as Mars. Turnbull now in the centre of midfield passes a beautiful ball for Hakeem, who hits it straight at the goalkeeper, and it goes out for a corner. I am struggling to keep up with this. The corner goes in, but it's headed clear out, and Chorley break away, hopefully, on the counter-attack. But Finlayson, look at that guy. Beautiful covering there from Finlayson. He's not... Oh, what have we done there? But thankfully Talbot has managed to save it. That was just suicidal play there. I cannot fault Finlayson there for his commitment and hard work there. He's not only scored a goal there, he was backtracking all the way there, and he makes a challenge. That guy is a legend, and he will definitely be on my shortlist come next year for when we go into the transfer market for players. I definitely want him at the club next season. He is going to be prolific for us. Ooh, and that ball just goes over the bar. We are riding our luck a little bit now. I'm kind of hoping I've not upset the apple cart here and disrupted the balance of the team, because it just seems to be a little bit more even, but Talbot manages to clear up the ball there. So I think I'm going to give out a shout and I'll tell the team to concentrate. We need to remain focused. Sayers plays the ball forward, but it goes to nobody, and the ball heads back into our half, and that was suicidal again. What is our team doing? Oh, I think if it hasn't been for Talbot today, we could have been losing this game. And that average rating there of 6.8 doesn't really give him much justice there. He has made two fantastic saves to maintain our lead. And Finlayson once again backtracking there. And look at him running forward there as Giles plays the ball forward to Canton as he looks to shoot, and he scores! Oh, yes! James Canton has just made it 3-1. And surely now Chorley cannot catch us as we enter into the last 30 minutes of this game. And just look at the build-up play here. As Giles plays it out to Canton, I thought he'd probably square it, but that is an exquisite finish there from the midfielder. And he was a player, actually. I didn't really play much during the middle part of the season, and he decided to get a little bit of a grump on with me and said, "Hey, manager, Mike, play me. I can't understand why you play me in these matches." please pick me and I'll show you my worth. And I went, okay then, fair enough. If you want a few games, I'll give you a few games. So picked him into the team, and to be fair, credit to him, he's actually taken his chances very well. And today he has more than proved his worth and his justification in his selection to the team. Collins has just been fouled there, so we pick up a free kick. I'm going to leave it a little bit longer. The fatigue isn't showing as much. We are more fitter than what Chorley are. And there doesn't seem to be anyone that's struggling at the moment, so I don't think we really need to change anything just yet. We may make a substitution later on just to kill a bit of time. We might take Finlayson off and try and save his legs ready for the next game, and we'll give Steich a bit of game time as well just to build up his match fitness. But we'll just see how things go at the moment. But so far so good. We've got 20 minutes left into the game. They've just picked up a yellow card. First one. That's wonderful. Because I don't really need to mess around with anything else just yet, because I'm a firm believer of the philosophy. If it ain't broke, why fix it? Just leave it. It's fine. Just leave it running. So anyway, Chorley, the goalkeeper, plays it out wide to Kirby, who beats our man actually quite easily. Crosses the ball in. Can we defend? There's a man at the far post, but Talbot has got it covered, and he collects the ball beautifully. He's played very well today, our goalkeeper. Really impressed with him. And he's a player who's on loan from Sunderland at the moment, so if I can actually bring him in, I don't know if he's out of contract actually this season, or whether or not he's got another year to run, but if I can actually bring him into the team, I will do, because he has been brilliant for us between the sticks. And he's just played the ball forward up there to Sires, who falls over, and Chorley pick up the ball again as we now get back in numbers to try and defend. But I'm happy for them to keep knocking it around at the back, because naturally they can't really do anything in their own half to hurt us. Turnbull heads it forward to Giles, who collects the ball, tries to pass it forward to Finlayson, but it gets cut out. And Canton passes the ball to Hakeem, who shoots, and he goes straight at the keeper again. Free kick, what Giles can do. Goes wide, out for a goal kick. That's what he can do. Absolutely nothing. Although sometimes he can bend a good ball into the back of the net. But on the most days, what you expect from players at this level, 9 out of 10 times they're not going to hit the target. Finlayson again, threatening up front, and it goes straight at the keeper. But you think, you know what, I think I'm going to make a change soon. We'll wait for this highlight to finish, and then we'll make some substitutions, or a substitution. Hakeem crosses the ball across field, and it goes over the bar from Canton, and it's a goal kick. So yeah, look at his condition now. It's down to 68%. We'll get Reese on the pitch, give him a bit of game time. We'll rest Connor. Let's see, is there another substitution that I can make? The other two are defenders, actually. Leon Miles, he's not having a brilliant game today, is he? So I think we'll put Chris Hunter on and give him a bit of match fitness. And that's our 3 substitutes there. Because I highly doubt Chorley are going to score 2 goals now with 5 minutes of normal time and however many minutes of extra time that they are. Providing that we can maintain this level of football and keep possession, we should be okay. So Hunton again collects the ball, passes it back to Talbot, who launches it forward to Giles, who passes a ball through for Steich. He keeps hold of the ball very well, but unfortunately gets muscled off the ball, and it gets launched forward to Chorley's forwards. The ball's pinging around all over the half, but we have managed to clear it. Oh, it's a bit like a ping pong ball game, this is. And Giles again launches it forward for Steich to chase. He goes out wide and crosses it for Canton. Oh, it's just narrowly wide, and the ball goes out for a corner, which is the best place. It crosses in. Oh, and Hakeem again. He keeps threatening that goal, doesn't he? But I don't think it's going to come for him. He's trying, the fair lad is. I'll give him all credit. I mean, he again is another lone player that I brought in. I think it's from Mansfield Town actually, and ever since I brought him in just to add a bit of competition on the wings, he has been brilliant for us this season. He's had his odd moments where he's had a poor game here and there, but largely overall he's been prolific for us whenever we've needed him. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the full-time whistle. It has ended Darlington 3, Chorley 1. And I am a very happy man. So we're going to passion fruit our team and tell them that we are in the final. Hand over to our assistant there. But that was a fantastic result because I was worried for our team that the fact that we had such poor form coming into the playoffs, because our position was already guaranteed a few matches before we finished the normal domestic season, before we got to 42 games. We only won one match out of 4 games, and I was very, very worried coming into this game that we would struggle and we'd get beaten badly. But that was not the case. So, let's have a look and see who we're playing in the final. It's going to be Salford, actually. Oh, they thrashed Kidderminster 4-0, so it's going to be us against Salford City. So we'll just get the confirmation of that. Darlington to play Salford in the playoff final. So there we have it. We have reached a playoff final, and we're going to be playing Salford. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to call it here. This is just predominantly it was an experiment video just to see how much interest to generate from you guys. So what I think I will do, I'll also play the Darlington Salford final in the next video so that you've got something to look forward to. If you haven't enjoyed this first video that I've done on Football Manager, which I've been meaning to do for a long time, please hit that like button. It does help me out significantly. And if you want to follow my progress on this series and you want me to continue this series, please subscribe to the channel for more Football Manager videos. Otherwise, it is thank you very much, guys, and I will see you in the next video. Take care and keep buzzing.